Test miles, like NASCAR, but with one right turn. Testmiles.com.
Welcome back to Test Miles. Stay connected with the automotive world. Starting this Saturday, by the way, if you grabbed yesterday's Oregonian, this is probably the first you've heard about this, but I'm now writing for the Oregonian. So you could have read my Hyundai Elantra review yesterday in the Oregonian. Jen, fun fact time.
First fun fact, according to Wikipedia, the fastest quarter mile for a production car without any modifications was in 2011 by the Bugatti Veyron Supersport. The time was 9.7 seconds, and only 30 of them were produced.
All right, Shaun, what have you been driving this week?
I drove the Toyota Avalon, and the Avalon has some cool little safety features like pedestrian safe now, where it looks out for body shapes in the road and will make sure you won't hit them. So good thing for city and people who just can't see really well. Also has a 3.5 liter.
Can't see really well. I don't think you should be driving.
Well, Brad drives, and
oh, pow!
Wow.
Oh, wow!
He's talking about his glasses just 2 seconds ago, and how he needs an extra pair. So it comes with a 3.5 liter V6 engine that has 268 horsepower. Gets around 24 miles to the gallon, has some stiff competition with the Chevy Impala, Buick Cross, Ford Taurus, and Chrysler 300. Comes in 8 trim levels. Some driving impressions is I do like with the steering how it's super soft and easy to steer in the city. And if you want to get on it, it does stiffen up and gives you more of a sports feel. One of the good things is it has a power mat that I love. I think every car needs a power mat to throw your cell phone on because, one, it gives you a spot to put your cell phone. It also charges it. The only bad was it's for smaller phones. I have a Samsung S5, and I had to...
Note 5.
Note 5, thank you. But it's like I had to position my phone funny just to get it to work because it wouldn't sit in the holder just right. Starting price is $32,000, and you can get it up to $40,000.
Excellent. For many years, Toyota owned the small truck segment with the Tacoma. GM came along to the market a couple of years ago with the Canyon, Colorado. And now Honda are entering the segment with a new truck. My friend and PR manager for Honda, Davis Adams, joins us on the phone. Davis, tell me, why is Honda getting into the truck market?
First of all, good morning, Nick. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
So I'm excited to be here. The Ridgeline, as you know, is all new. We've had a first generation model came out in 2006, and that carried through to about 2014. We've had a 2-year break, but it's new again for 2017, and it goes on sale around this time next month. And it's a big deal for us because the Honda Ridgeline is unique in the segment. It's the only truck in the industry that's a unibody platform. That means that rather than being kind of the old school ladder frame platform that you see in a lot of traditional trucks, and really every vehicle that's been built since the early, or every truck that's been built since the early 1900s, it's more of a unibody platform like the crossover SUVs that your consumers are driving today. So it drives a lot more like a car on the street, but without any compromise to its off-road abilities out in the dirt.
Now, I haven't driven one yet, but I've heard some good reports. It starts under $30,000, but it also gets great gas mileage as well.
Yeah, so it's actually best in class. We're excited about that. We get as much as 26 miles per gallon on the highway, which is great for a truck. And that's, we offer 2 platforms. There's also industry exclusive. There's a front-wheel drive version of this truck available. And then, of course, there's the all-wheel drive across the board for the entire lineup.
Now, the one thing I remember from the Super Bowl was your advertisement with the singing sheep who sang the Queen song. You have speaker beds in the back of this truck. I mean, at the time, I was thinking, I'm not sure that's why people buy a truck, but maybe the sheep like the speaker beds. That's a sort of a unique thing on this truck. But the other thing I've heard about it is that the safety features pretty unparalleled in this vehicle compared to some of the other competitors in the same segment.
Yeah, so we have a lot of kind of industry-exclusive features on the vehicle. So like you said, it does have the in-bed speakers on the top trim, and really those are, we call them exciters because it's not really a speaker as much as it's the magnet portion of a speaker mounted to the inside of the bed that uses the bed itself as speaker cone. So what's nice about it is that it's waterproof, it's weatherproof, it's dirt and dust proof, unlike a traditional speaker that would wear with the weather. And we also have an in-bed trunk, which is really cool, and the tailgate itself drops down like a traditional tailgate, but also swings out, which really makes this truck easy to access and also an amazing tailgating vehicle. In terms of the technology that you're talking about, we're the only truck in the business that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We're also the only truck in the segment that offers the full suite of kind of Honda sensing adaptive driver's aids that allow the vehicle to use adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, and it'll really help the driver get the truck down the road with some active safety features.
All right. Well, so the price, $29,000. I like the fact that the rear seats fold up and you can put a bicycle on the back as well. That's kind of fun. Davis, always a pleasure to talk to you. When am I going to be able to test drive this?
This time next month, if not a little bit before. I plan on having a truck in your fleet very soon. All
right. I'm going to look forward to it. And next time I'm down in Southern California, drinks are on me, okay?
All right, I look forward to it.
All right, Davis Adams from Honda about the new Ridgeline. Excited to drive this. I think it's going to take a lot of that segment up. This is Test Miles. Coming up, we're going to talk about Oregon's very own car company. I'm Nick Miles.